Tonight is not just another night, it's the beginning of something powerful. The Venus in Leo portal has officially opened, and from this very moment, its energy is starting to shake everything around you. This isn't just an ordinary cosmic event. It's a gateway of transformation, one that touches your emotions, relationships, and inner confidence all at once. When Venus moves into Leo, the heart and mind begin a dramatic tug of war. On one side, love, passion, and attraction rise strongly, while on the other side, ego, pride, and self-respect demand attention. And this energy starts affecting everyone from tonight itself. You may suddenly feel that small things trigger anger inside you, or old memories of love and relationships resurface, making you restless. At the same time, this portal can boost your courage and confidence, pushing you to make bold decisions that could completely transform your life. But the big question is, will you be able to handle this energy? Or will it confront you with your own hidden fears and weaknesses? Because this portal is like a mirror. It shows you the truth, and sometimes that truth can shake you to the core. Remember, the journey won't be easy, but if you understand and embrace it, your life can take a powerful new turn. Stay with me till the end of this video, because what you are about to hear may change the direction of your coming days. And yes, if you are ready for this energy, type in the comments, "I am fully open to this energy." The fire of love and desire ignites. When Venus steps into Leo, it's like the universe striking a match inside your heart. Suddenly, everything feels more alive, more intense, and more dramatic. Love is no longer something quiet or hidden. It becomes loud, powerful, and impossible to ignore. You may notice that your emotions rise quickly. Your heartbeat feels stronger, and there's this deep urge inside you to express how you really feel. If you've been holding back your feelings towards someone, this is the time when the pressure becomes too much to keep silent. You might find yourself writing that message you've been avoiding, or suddenly deciding to confess what's been in your heart all along. For some, it could mean finally admitting love. For others, it may be about saying what has been left unsaid in a relationship, whether it's affection, appreciation, or even passion. This energy doesn't just bring new love, it can also bring back memories or people from the past. An old flame might suddenly come to mind, or you may run into someone you once shared feelings with. It doesn't always mean you should go back, but the universe may be reminding you of the intensity you once felt, showing you how far you've come, or even testing whether you're truly ready to move on. Venus in Leo loves drama, and sometimes that drama plays out through unexpected encounters that shake your heart awake. If you're already in a relationship, this portal can act like fuel thrown onto the fire. It can bring excitement, romance, and playfulness back into the connection. Suddenly, you might feel like you're falling in love all over again, planning fun dates, or craving more closeness with your partner. But just like fire, it has two sides. While it can light up the room with warmth, it can also burn if not handled carefully. The same passion that creates romance can also spark jealousy, impatience, or misunderstandings if pride or ego gets in the way. That's why it's important to stay mindful. Use this fiery energy to grow closer, not to push someone away. This is a time when love becomes a powerful force, and you can't ignore it. Whether it's new attraction, old memories, or deepening bonds, Venus in Leo pushes you to embrace love in a bolder, more fearless way. The question is, will you use this fire to warm your soul, or let it burn uncontrolled? The choice is yours. Ego versus heart, the inner battle. When Venus enters Leo, it sets the stage for one of the most important inner challenges you will face, the battle between your heart and your ego. On one side, Venus is whispering softly, asking for love, peace, and connection. On the other, Leo's fiery pride pushes you to protect your image, hold your ground, and not let anyone see your softer side. This tug-of-war can create moments where you know deep down what your heart truly wants, but your ego gets in the way, making things more complicated than they need to be. For example, you might want to reach out to someone you care about, but your pride tells you, "Why should I text first?" Or maybe you want to forgive someone, but your ego makes forgiveness feel like weakness. These are the kinds of struggles this portal can bring forward. The tricky part is that even small disagreements can suddenly feel huge during this time. A casual comment or a tiny misunderstanding might turn into an argument because your pride refuses to step back. You may find yourself being extra sensitive about respect, attention, or recognition. Leo energy thrives on being admired and appreciated, so if you feel ignored or undervalued, your ego might flare up faster than usual. The truth is, many of these conflicts aren't really about the other person. They're about your own inner battle between wanting harmony and wanting to protect your sense of self. But here's the lesson this portal is offering. Real strength comes from choosing love over pride, saying sorry first, admitting when you're wrong, or expressing your feelings honestly does not make you weak. It actually makes you powerful. The heart always seeks connection, while the ego seeks control. When you allow your heart to lead, you open the door to healing, deeper bonds, and emotional growth. When you let ego win, you may feel a temporary victory, but in the long run, it can create distance and loneliness. This is the moment to ask yourself, do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Because sometimes, those two things don't go hand in hand. The Venus in Leo portal is reminding you that true love, whether romantic or even self-love, thrives when the heart takes the lead. If you can master this balance, you won't just survive this cosmic energy, you'll transform through it. Confidence gets a cosmic boost. When Venus moves into Leo, it feels as if the universe suddenly pulls back the curtains, points a spotlight straight at you, and says, "Now it's your turn." This is not the time to hide in the shadows or keep playing small. It's a cosmic invitation to step forward with courage and let the world see your true self. The energy of this portal makes you bolder than usual, giving you the confidence to take chances that might have scared you before. You may feel an inner push to finally start that project you've been dreaming about, whether it's launching a business, sharing your art, or even just speaking your ideas out loud without fear of being judged. This confidence isn't about arrogance, it's about recognizing your own worth. Leo energy is fiery and proud, and when mixed with the beauty and charm of Venus, it creates a magnetic presence around you. You might notice that people are paying more attention, that your words carry more weight, or that opportunities suddenly appear where before there were none. It's as though the universe is giving you permission to take up space, reminding you that you are not here to shrink, you are here to shine. At the same time, this cosmic boost also helps you break through the barriers of self-doubt. Maybe in the past, you hesitated, worrying about what others might think, or fearing failure. But now, those fears don't seem as strong. You're more willing to stand tall, share your truth, and pursue your desires without overthinking every detail. Even in everyday life, this energy may make you speak up in situations where you would normally stay quiet or say yes to opportunities you once avoided. Most importantly, Venus in Leo pushes you to own your uniqueness. This isn't about copying someone else or following the crowd. It's about celebrating what makes you different. The more you embrace your individuality, the brighter your light will shine. And remember, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up as you are, flaws and all, and knowing you still deserve love, success, and happiness. So when this portal opens, don't hold back. If you've been waiting for a sign to step into your power, this is it. The universe has placed the spotlight on you. Now it's your choice, whether to step into it or walk away. Past relationships resurface. When Venus enters Leo, the heart doesn't just look forward, it also glances back, and sometimes that means the past begins to stir again. You might suddenly find yourself thinking about someone you once loved, even if you thought you had completely moved on. It could happen in many ways. Maybe they appear in your dreams, maybe you stumble across an old photo, or maybe they actually reach out to you unexpectedly. This isn't random, it's the portal's way of testing your emotional growth, asking you whether you've truly healed from those old stories, or if a part of your heart is still carrying unfinished business. These moments can feel intense because old feelings often carry a mix of sweetness and pain. You might remember the excitement, the passion, or the comfort of that connection, but you might also feel the hurt, disappointment, or heartbreak that came with it. Venus in Leo loves drama, and sometimes it creates situations that stir up emotions just to see how you'll handle them now, compared to the person you were back then. If you find yourself reliving those old memories, don't see it as a punishment. It's actually a chance for closure and clarity. Sometimes, the reappearance of the past is a gentle reminder of how much you've grown. The person you are today is not the person who went through that relationship years ago. You may realize that what once hurt you no longer has power over you, or that the love you thought you needed from someone else is something you've now found within yourself. On the other hand, if those old emotions still shake you deeply, it may mean there are lessons your soul still needs to process. But here's the most important thing to remember. Not everything that comes back from the past is meant to stay. The universe doesn't always reopen old doors so you can walk through them again. Sometimes it opens them just long enough for you to peek inside, acknowledge what happened, and finally close them for good. If someone from your past does show up now, look closely at what they represent. Are they offering you a chance at reconciliation, or are they simply showing you that you're stronger and wiser than before? Venus in Leo is teaching you to honor your heart's journey without being trapped by it. The past may resurface, but how you respond now is what shapes your future. Creative energy at its peak. When Venus moves into Leo, it's like the universe flips a switch, and suddenly your imagination lights up brighter than ever. Leo is the sign of expression, performance, and originality, while Venus brings beauty, harmony, and charm. Together, they create the perfect blend of passion and creativity. This isn't just about painting a picture or writing a poem, it's about feeling a strong urge to show the world who you are in your own unique way. Even if you don't see yourself as a creative person, you may notice a deep desire to experiment, to try something new, and to express yourself more boldly. For those who already work in creative fields, artists, writers, musicians, performers, this portal can feel like a wave of inspiration washing over you. Ideas may come to you effortlessly, and projects that once felt stuck may suddenly flow with ease. You might find yourself creating with more joy, more confidence, and less fear of judgment. And because Leo energy thrives on being seen, this is also a time when your work could attract more attention. Sharing your creations with the world feels not just exciting, but almost necessary, like your soul is demanding to be witnessed. But creativity during this portal isn't limited to traditional art forms. You may feel drawn to redesigning your home, rearranging your space, or adding color and life to your surroundings. Even something as simple as changing your style, trying out a bold new haircut, or wearing clothes that feel more you, is a form of creative expression. Venus in Leo encourages you to present yourself in a way that makes you feel confident and alive. It's about saying, "This is me," without fear. This energy also awakens your playful side. You may feel like dancing, singing, or just doing things that make you laugh and feel free. That's because true creativity isn't only about producing something, it's about living with a sense of passion and joy. Leo energy reminds us that life itself can be art, and every choice you make, from how you speak to how you decorate your space, is an extension of your inner light. So during this Venus in Leo portal, don't hold yourself back. Allow those ideas to flow. Take chances with your self-expression, and let your unique spark be seen. The world doesn't need perfection. It needs the authentic glow only you can bring. The truth of relationships will be revealed. When Venus enters Leo, it acts like a bright spotlight, shining directly on your relationships, leaving no place for shadows or secrets to hide. This cosmic energy doesn't tolerate half-truths or masks. It wants authenticity, honesty, and depth. If your bond with someone is genuine, you'll notice it growing stronger, more passionate, and more supportive during this time. Small gestures of love will feel bigger, and the sense of trust between you will deepen. It's almost like the universe is rewarding the connections that are built on honesty and respect. But if a relationship in your life is shaky, this portal won't let you ignore it anymore. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or even a family tie, any cracks that were hidden under the surface will now become clear. Things you tried to brush aside or pretend didn't matter will suddenly feel too loud to ignore. You may discover that someone hasn't been completely honest with you, or you might realize that your own heart isn't as committed as you thought. This can feel uncomfortable, even painful, but it's not meant to hurt you, it's meant to free you. The truth is, illusions can only last for so long. Sometimes we stay in connections because we fear change, or because we convince ourselves that things will get better on their own. But Venus in Leo doesn't let you hide behind excuses. It demands courage, and it pushes you to choose relationships that truly support your growth instead of holding you back. If you find that a bond ends during this period, see it not as a loss, but as a clearing. The universe is removing what's false, so that you can make space for what's real. On the other hand, if the truth that comes out only strengthens your connection, then consider it a blessing. You'll feel more aligned with your partner, more certain about your feelings, and more secure in the bond you share. Relationships that survive this portal often come out even more solid because they've been tested by fire and proven to be true. So while the revelations of this Venus in Leo portal might be dramatic, they are ultimately gifts. The truth may sting for a moment, but it also liberates you. Once illusions fall away, what remains is something pure. Relationships rooted in honesty, love, and trust, and those are the bonds worth holding on to. The Venus in Leo portal is not here to destroy. It's here to awaken. It shows you where your heart really belongs, where your pride needs to step back, and where your soul is ready to shine. Some of you will come out of this energy stronger than ever. Others may feel shaken, but that's exactly how transformation begins. So let me ask you, are you ready to face the mirror the universe is holding up for you tonight? If yes, then type in the comments, "I am fully open to this energy." And don't forget to subscribe, because the days ahead are only going to get more powerful.